Number one, isolate the absolute value expression. Okay, that means we're going to get it alone. We're not going to think of them as parentheses. We're not going to ever distribute or anything like that. Number two, then we're going to make sure we check. Make sure the absolute value equals, what kind of number does it have to equal? So I'm going to check that first. Make sure that the absolute value equals a positive number. Then, number three. Well, let me back up. If it doesn't equal a positive number, you're going to stop because you can't solve it. There's no solution to that. But if it does equal a positive number, then finally we are going to remove the absolute value bracket and set the expression inside, equal to a positive and negative number. So, we're going to remove the absolute value bracket and set the expression inside equal to a positive and negative number. So how many answers am I going to get then? 2, because I'm going to be solving 2 different equations. I should zoom out because you can't see the inside. Okay, now sometimes the expression, the absolute value is already alone on that side. Do you see how the only thing on this side is the absolute value? So it is isolated, that's what I mean by isolate. So now number 2, make sure the absolute value equals a positive number. Does it? It does. See, it equals positive 9? So now, this is what I mean by step 3. Now we're going to remove the absolute value bracket and I'm going to set the expression inside. What's the expression inside? 3c minus 6 equal to positive 9 and negative 9. Alrighty. So what do I do now? Look, can you solve these?
Yeah.
What should I do? Add 6. Add 6. Add 6. Let's see. 3c equals 15. Now, divide by 3. Divide by 3, c equals 5. Alright, let's do the other side. You got to do both. Here we go. Add 6, add 6. What do we get on this side?
-3.
Divide by 3. What does c equal?
-1.
So make sure that you box or circle both answers so you understand that both of those are solutions. Because if you would put them inside, they would both make it true. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. Negative 3 minus 6 is negative 9. Isn't the absolute value of negative 9, 9? The same would be true of 5. Okay, how do you guys think you would do this one? So to isolate the absolute value, I would first add 7 to both sides. You isolate this means that you have to get the absolute value be the only thing over there. Okay, now check. Can I do this? Yes, the absolute value does equal a positive number. What two equations would I solve? M plus 8 equals 6. That's one of them. And M plus 8 equals negative 6. Alright, what would I do next? Subtract 8 from both sides. M equals 6 minus 8 is negative 2. One of them. Subtract 8 from this equation. M equals negative 14. Alrighty. How do you think you would isolate this one? Good. I'm so glad you didn't say to distribute. You may not distribute. This isn't a parentheses. This is an absolute value. You will never be distributing the 8 in. Why? Because the 8 is outside of it. Let's get rid of it. He said to divide both sides by 8. What's 16 divided by 8? 2. So now I have the absolute value of x plus 9 equals 2. Can I solve that? Yes. Let's write our two equations. Over here, I'm going to have x plus 9 equals, I'll do 2. And then on the other side, just because I'm kind of running out of room, x plus 9 equals negative 2. So what are my solutions? X equals negative 11 over here. And x equals negative 7 over here. Alright, are you getting the hang of it? Alright, so then we move on to the next one. And so how should we start this one? Divide by negative 2. And then we have the absolute value of n minus 6 equals negative 10. And then I set it equal to two equations, right? No, whoa. What was step 2? Make sure absolute value equals a positive number. Ruh-roh, that does not equal a positive number. Can I do this? No. So, this is no solution. Absolute value cannot equal or can't equal a negative number. Of the two remaining problems, which one has no solution then? Because this is already alone, and I see it, okay. Would you guys on your own please try then this one? The absolute value of 3x minus 5 equals 25.